Well, hello, my friends, and happy Sunday to you. Look at this gorgeousness. All right, so for today's project, I'm starting on an 11 by 14 MDF board, and I've printed out some images, and I have a new collage pack in the shop that I'll be using today. It's so good. The papers are so yummy, vintagey. So I am going to put my collage papers down with my fluid matte medium, and get everything covered with it and get everything down. So today's video is super simple in comparison to the previous videos that I've been doing, but there just wasn't enough time to get everything done this week, and I'll explain more about that at the end of the video, so I hope you stick around for that conversation. I'm using two stencils today. Vintage Pattern Duo and Geo Duo. Those two will be on sale this week. And I'm starting out with a mix of colors. I've got some muted gray. It's actually a little bit of muted gray mixed with gesso, mixed with blue to get some variation. And I had an idea of exactly what I wanted to create. And it was going great, and then things got a little wonky, and I'll again explain some of that too at the end of the video, but you'll see here in just a minute. I'm just watering that paint down because I want my layers to be super light, because I want those yummy papers and the stenciling and everything to show up. So I'm just kind of draining some of that off, and I wanted it to kind of go to the side to kind of represent the water and the sky. I'm going to do the same thing up at the top. Adding just a little bit of raw umber into my mix there. Now I'm just got some gesso and just kind of getting a couple of passes with my palette knife to kind of give me some of that cloud and sky, and then down below a little bit darker color, because the picture that I'm integrating is got some dark in it, and the picture and what I'm seeing in my mind is the lake at sunset, and the water is really, it looks black. And so that was a little bit of my struggle with trying to get what looks right for this piece. Just a little bit of gesso with the muted gray color. Just a tiny bit of that muted gray to kind of resemble those kind of wispy clouds in the sky. And then I used a little bit of Prussian blue and muted gray and gesso for the bottom, and did basically the same thing. So here is my photo that I've printed on tissue paper, and I'm gonna put it down, but you're gonna notice that I took it off because it was really too dark. I couldn't find a way to make it feel right. So I reprinted it, and this is actually another photo that I'm putting down of just the sky. But the other photo that I'm going to reprint it and make it lighter and make it black and white. This is a photo of some rocks on the edge of the lake, And just putting that down, and I'm scraping away the straight edges. I don't want them to look straight. I've also got a picture of some seagulls, and these, I just love the seagulls in the sky. Oh, they're awesome. All on tissue paper. And right now I'm trying to decide, do I like it or don't I? So here's the new photo. It's a little bit bigger. Black and white and lighter. And it feels so much better right away. So once I got that picture figured out, I was free to kind of move forward with my birds, but I was really kind of stuck for a minute thinking, what am I going to do? And now I'm just kind of adding my freedom of expression with my water and making it more abstract and not so literal. And this is also another way to kind of just lighten up that dark area, but I love how the water, you can see the water on that, and I love that. So I used a combination of acrylic white, titanium white acrylic ink, and golden high flow in titanium white. Printed out my words for what inspired this piece and put that down, printed them out on tissue paper. And now I'm going to kind of do this dance to really kind of separate the top from the bottom. And again, I'll share a lot of my journey in this at the end of the video of how I was feeling and what I felt like it needed. It obviously needed more contrast. And it was a journey and a dance, but we got there. I'm using a variety of soft pastels, all different cost points and quality. They all work just fine. So I will just do the dance just a little bit more here. Super simple supplies for this project, but wonderful meaning, and I hope you stick around for the conversation at the end. I share my inspiration and how this piece actually came about and why. And hope you give it a try. And if you enjoyed today's project, subscribe and like. And I will see you next week. Well, hello loves, and happy Sunday to you. Look at this beauty. I absolutely love it. It has so much meaning and so much depth. I did struggle with it at first, trying to find my way. I knew what I wanted, and I knew what I wanted to include in it and the meaning behind it. And sometimes it's not always easy being able to kind of put that down and make it work. But I kind of went over everything in the video. I didn't do my longer videos this week. It's been a crazy, hectic week, but a good one. We had some somewhat impromptu kid visits, which blesses my heart beyond measure. Haven't seen a couple of my kids for about 2 years because of all the things. So yeah, it's really, really good, but really busy. So I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm barely going to get a Sunday inspiration done. So it's a shorter, not so much editing video this week, but that's okay. Life happens, and that's more important, right? So I got to visit with my kids this week, like I said, and we went out on the boat, and the water is just such a place of rest and relaxation. Oh my gosh, it's so good. This beautiful day. It was just a really good, it was so good. Anyway, I included some actual photos in this piece that I've taken at the lake. And so it just has a ton of meaning, and I love it, positively love it. But I struggled with it because there wasn't enough contrast. And so you'll see at the end of the video, I darken this up. And while I didn't necessarily want to do that because I loved the papers in the background, that's a new collage pack that's so good. And so I really wanted the papers to show, and they show really well up here. I've just got all these wonderful bits of papers. But down here they don't show quite as much. I've got a couple spots that they do. But the problem with wanting to have your paper show or that kind of thing, or some of the things that you put down, you want them, sometimes it inhibits you to making the piece actually work. And so I had to darken this area up because I needed that contrast between the top and the bottom, the light and the dark. to show that they were different because it was too much the same. And so don't be afraid to let go of the background to make the piece work. I say it over and over and over again. And even though maybe some of the papers that you put in there don't show up as well, it's still there. It still has meaning. It still has all of those things. Plus it adds, it's adding texture and depth to your work. But in order for the piece to actually look good, sometimes you have to let go of some of those backgrounds, and that's okay. Even like the stenciling that I did, I wanted some of that stenciling to show up, but it does because there's this texture of the outline of the stencil in here, and it's just magical how in just the right spots things show up. So don't be afraid to make the piece work and let go of some things, because what will show is meant to show. But I went back and forth on this piece because I had put my papers down kind of too early. Like I thought, okay, I'm good. But as I got moving through the piece, I realized that I needed more contrast. And so I might have done it a little bit differently. However, everything happens for a reason, and it's always a lesson as I create. Even though I've been creating forever, it's always a lesson, and I always learn something new. And so, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so I kind of explained a little bit about that. Let's see, collage packs. The collage pack that I used, it's brand new. It will be on sale this week, and the 2 stencils that I used also will be on sale for you this week. And is there anything else? Oh yes, I think in about 2 weeks. I was actually going to have it done sooner, but life and kids and things happen, and I'm so glad that it did, because we're all being able to come together now, and it's just that's the most important thing, right? Is our connections and our family and those kinds of things. So, but in about 2 weeks, I will have a free live workshop coming up, totally free. It's in the classroom, in our workshop classroom. You'll be able to get into the classroom and do some pre-work and get a first layer of background done before the live actually happens, and then we'll create the final piece live. And so be looking for that. I'm super excited about that. I've not done an actual live like that, so that's why it's free. So that if there's any things that I forget or miss, no one will be disgruntled that they paid for a workshop that, so we're experimenting together. So I'm going to do free live workshop. And then that's kind of leading up to the big thing, where I am going to be launching a membership site, a monthly membership or yearly membership, depending on what you want to do, where we'll do art challenges each month, we'll do lives each month, Q&As, we'll have guest teachers, all kinds of stuff. You'll have access to some workshops, and then you'll, if you don't have, not all of the workshops will be available, but you'll have like a 50 to 75% discount on any of the other workshops with your membership, discount code to stencils and things like that with the membership, all different. I mean, there's so many things. I'm super excited. There'll be free prints every month. There is a playlist of music every month. I always get commented on the music that I use for my videos. Well, I'm putting a playlist together for you each month so that you can create with some of the music that I use for my videos, all kinds of stuff. I'm super excited about it. I'm more excited about it than I thought I would be, because I get all these ideas and I'm like, oh, they're gonna love this. So I will be having a membership launching probably mid-July, if I can get everything done. So keep an eye out for that. I will be emailing and letting you guys know when the live workshop, it goes up for, when you can grab the live workshop, because you'll have to sign up for it. So that you can get into the classroom and get the login, because it's going to be via Zoom. So you'll get the Zoom information in the classroom setting, and then the membership as well. So, okay, that is all for the things. And my inspiration this week was just time together. I think we're all beginning to experience that right now, where people were, all of my family is fully vaccinated. All of my staff all of my people in my general zone are fully vaccinated. And it feels really wonderful to cautiously start getting out and about and being able to hug my kids. Oh my gosh, you guys. That's the important stuff, right? And so that was my inspiration for this piece this week, because we got together and I got some rest on the water. And I got to be with the ones that I love and take the time to be not working and just being with my people. Oh, it's so good. And so that's my inspiration, and that's what this piece is called, Rest on the Water. And so, yeah, I'm just so incredibly grateful that we got to sing together, be together, surrender some time together, play together, rest together, just time together. So that's my inspiration. Super simple, super sweet, but good. I hope that you guys are finding that same small bit of hope and joy as things start to open up. I mean, I know everybody's different. Our state's pretty open. But I hope you take the time to truly enjoy it. Take small steps to be normal, somewhat normal again. I don't know. But I know that I sure did. And I'm so grateful. Oh, so grateful. It's been a long time. All right, my loves, that's all my inspiration for you today. I hope your Sunday is restful and peaceful. I hope you're experiencing some small bits of hope and joy as things change again into maybe something a little bit more normal. I don't know. Fingers crossed, right? And I hope that you just get a chance to be with the people that you love. It's so good. And hug people. All right, my loves, have a wonderful Sunday, and always, always know that you are loved.